Thank you for joining us today. I'm a huge believer in the partnership principles and frameworks that the Association of Strategic Alliance Professionals has brought into the alliances world. After utilizing their content and seeing tremendous success as an individual alliance manager myself, I made them a core of every organization that I've ever been responsible for running since then. I've personally experienced the massive positive impact that this has, not only on individual partnerships, but on alliance organizations and on careers as well. So with that in mind, we wanted to share it with you guys today. Our hope is that you'll recognize the value that ASAP can have for you, your partners, your company, and your future. We want you to join as a member and get certified because the impact on our profession as a whole can be incredible. So it's my pleasure today to welcome Mike Leonetti, who's been a major part of my personal journey with ASAP over the years. He's built this into what we're going to share with you today. And additionally, we have Katie Harmon, a critical member of my team and the architect of the partner program that so many of you are finding success with today. I have the privilege of introducing her into the ASAP community and watching the success she's had while utilizing the principles and frameworks. So thank you again for joining us today. And I hope that you find the value with what we've experienced with ASAP.
Thanks so much, Drew. So what we're really going to review today is what is the ASAP program, what success we've seen as RingCentral with the ASAP program, where the ASAP team has seen the success with their structure, as well as next steps for those of you in our partner program. And with that, I'll pass it over to Mike.
Thank you, Katie. It is my pleasure being here with you and Drew and all the folks from RingCentral. I want to tell you a little bit about the Association of Strategic Alliance Professionals. I've had a long journey with them. I was heading up an alliance function for a major organization for about 15 years before I came over to ASAP, but I found ASAP early on during that journey. I came out of a sales function and thought that partnering was as easy as developing a relationship. I quickly found out that I was wrong. I found ASAP very early on in its existence. ASAP has been around for 22 plus years. I found it on the sole principle of helping people become successful in their partnerships. So what do we do at ASAP? To keep it simple, we have three pillars or the foundation of our association. And by the way, we're a nonprofit organization that has approximately 2,400 members globally. But what we do is the three pillars here: provide you with knowledge and resources, events and community, education and professional development. Knowledge and resources is our main driving mission. How do we help you become the partner of choice, the successful partner? And I'll review some research a little bit later about partners who use best practices versus those who don't. We also want to provide you a community of peers where you can learn from each other. It's so important to share best practices. And with people like Drew Quinlan from RingCentral, we've been able to share best practices across the board with many companies, come up with new ideas and new ways of better partnering. And then the final piece of that is education and professional development. ASAP offers a variety of educational opportunities and professional development. And as Drew said, the opportunity to take this profession and become a certified alliance professional. So you could probably figure this out, but let me help you, because in our opinion at ASAP, there's three main benefit parties here: you, your team, your company. You, obviously, you get better with what you do. You include and expand your network. You build your own brand. You become knowledgeable of this profession. Running alliances may not be your full-time job or partnerships, but it is certainly a profession. How about your team? Why not strengthen the overall capabilities of your team? Why not look at the opportunity to recruit professionals who have been ASAP certified and have them become part of your team? Connect with other professionals, learn from each other, as we said previously. And then finally, your company. RingCentral has grown into an incredible organization with incredible partnership success. The stories I hear about the partnership success at RingCentral, in my opinion, is a testament to great leadership. But I also think that understanding the profession of driving partnership success has something to do with it. So why not benchmark your company against other companies? Learn to increase your viability as a partner when you participate in a partnership or are looking for a partnership. And let's be honest, thought leadership from the leaders in the profession of creating and managing partnerships is something we all can learn from. So very quickly, I mentioned knowledge resources, events and community, and our education and professional development. I just want to show you a very quick package. As an ASAP member, we are constantly bombarding you. And we'll only bombard you as much as you want to be bombarded. But the writings are all original. The magazine we publish is all original pieces regarding the partnership profession. On the ASAP website, it is simply loaded with this kind of information, whether that be a membership directory where you can look up a member and talk to somebody that you're either interested in a partnership with or learning from, or whether you're reading through the quarterly magazine online or in your hands. There is plenty to learn. Our events in our community, we have live events, especially when we leave this COVID paradigm and go back to face-to-face meetings. We have major meetings in the US as well as Europe. We have at least 1 to 2 webinars every month. We have chapters and chapter events. We have roundtable meetings, networking meetings. The advent of virtual has allowed us to expand the opportunities that we offer to you. And finally, professional development. Whether it's certification or you just want to get better at partnership management, we have the programs for you. Certification process starts out with the CAM, Certificate of Alliance Management, and the professional level, next level, highest level of certification ends with what we call the CSAP. So Katie, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Wonderful. Thanks so much. So I'm really excited to be talking about our participation with the ASAP organization. As we're building out this program, I cannot emphasize enough how impactful it was that Drew required all of his members of his team to be ASAP certified. As we began expanding the program, we made sure that we were using fundamental ASAP components. And I really do believe it was a big key to our success. So in the ISV Premier Partner Program, we have 3 tiers of partnership: developer, authorized, and Premier. Premier is really where you see the most benefit. It's where you're engaging in active partnership. We're sourcing leads back to you, engaging in go-to-market, and evangelizing your integration internally. As our partners kind of climb these tiers, we really want to ensure that they're fully equipped to engage with us on a strategic level. This helps us guarantee that both parties are going to have success in the partnership and that we're going to have the most productive output. For those of you listening who've not yet applied for the Premier Partnership Program, we really want to help you get ready to become a Premier Partner by utilizing the ASAP framework for partnership. And for those of you that are Premier Partners and have not signed up as an ASAP member, we absolutely encourage you to do so in an effort to help deepen our partnership with you. What we've really found is that using the ASAP framework, it results in what ASAP refers to as a triple win. So what that looks like for me and my team is a win where our customers are getting a valuable out-of-the-box integration. The ISV partner is seeing leads sourced back to them. They're expanding their customer base. And for RingCentral, we're solving gaps in our native solution. So that's kind of an overview of how we work together and where we've seen success. How the ASAP program has helped us specifically is that we're now better equipped to partner in other ecosystems. This has really allowed us to grow and even receive multiple awards and achievements, which increases our partner status, as well as really the legitimacy of our program. ASAP's also allowed us to strategically internally evangelize and educate our teams, which is one of the hugest keys to our program's success. They also have provided invaluable insight into other partner programs. So it's been really powerful to learn from other partner programs what has worked, how to do this efficiently, and has really given us the framework to run a best-in-class program. And lastly, we've been able to expand our go-to-market activities and approach with internal alignment across multiple orgs. The success that we've seen from ASAP has been tremendous. When we started this program, we had a curated list of ISVs that we saw as really critical to build an integration on our platform. And as of now, we're tracking to have 60% of that list have an integration built by the end of this year. Just for some context, industry norms are around 10% or less. So that really speaks volumes to the impact that ASAP has had. The reason that we're seeing this success is that our partners are seeing value in our ecosystem, like driving the usage of our partners' integrations. As you can see, our average partners are seeing a 66% increase in their monthly active users after joining our program. So because we're driving these sales back to our partners, we're seeing wins for our customers. We're seeing that customers that utilize one of our ISVs are staying twice as long than a customer that doesn't, which just shows that they're happier when they're using an integration and speaks to our partnership framework. So why is ASAP important for our partners? We really see that there are a myriad of reasons, but I'm going to just hit on a few of the top ones. One being that it's going to increase success in your current alliances and help you expand your growth through the standardization. We're really going to be able to push this framework throughout the broader industry. And then, you have the benefit of the evangelization within the tech ecosystem. One of the hugest ones, I think, is that you're prepared when you're entering a new partnership. And then lastly, that you're able to secure more investments internally for your partner program. And I'm going to turn it back over to Mike to talk a little bit more about ASAP partnership success.
Thank you so much, Katie. I want to first thank, before I go into why ASAP, it's all about partnership success. I want to thank all the folks at RingCentral, especially Drew Quinlan, Katie Harmon, and Avery Conforti. You guys have been awesome partners to ASAP, and you really live what we say. And I just can't thank you enough for the opportunity to share a little bit more about ASAP. So if I could have the next slide. So here it is in a nutshell, folks. We've been doing studies on partnerships since 1998. And they're pretty consistent. The majority of partnerships that are started fail. And that information has been done in 1998 when we found that 70% of partnerships were failing. We redid the study again in 2004 and found that 66% of partnerships were failing. And then we did the study again in 2011, and we saw an interesting trend. We saw that those organizations that did not pay attention or implement the 3 pillars for success: best practices, mindset, and trained people, they were failing at a high rate. But those who did implement, i.e. ASAP members, we quickly found that they were achieving partnership success 80% or greater of the time. Now, why leave money on the table? And this is something we've been talking about for a long time now. Partnering is not easy. Doing it the same old way will never work. Learning from others who have been successful, which is the ASAP framework, it comes from the community. We aren't so smart as to create it ourselves. We needed this community to create it. So whether it's a course that we're running, a certification program we're running, it's all a combination of mining data for many, many years and putting it out there. And you'll see that data is consistently updated as partnering changes. The bottom line, this is our mission, to make you successful as a partner. And so when we look at some of the global sponsor companies, some of the big names, whether it's Dell and PTC, Citrix, Salesforce, Microsoft has been in our community, SAS is there, Dassault Systems. And then we look at our corporate member companies, which include RingCentral, Genpact, HP, Cloudera, Exactly. And then we take all of the individual members. ASAP has hundreds, probably closer to 1,000 individual members representing individual tech companies. So it's a great community to learn from. It's a global community. Certainly our strength is here in the United States, but we have good activity going on now in both Europe and Asia. So we look to increase that global and corporate membership space with your involvement. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit more about certification. So Drew is so kind to not only bring it up, but obviously to impress upon his team the need to gain professional credentials. As I mentioned to you before, ASAP has 2 levels of certification: the certification of alliance management, the first level, and then the CSAP, the Certified Strategic Alliance Professional. The bottom line is achieving the CAM is critically important for you to understand the partnership life cycle. We train you on that life cycle from everything from partner selection right through exiting a partnership. When done well, and you become certified, your chances for being successful go up astronomically. We have hundreds of quotes from organizations, but this quote here from Helen, who's the VP of Global Alliances and Channels at SAS, says it to me. It's a representation of professionalism. It helps the managers in the SAS organization do their job well. I can give you plenty of quotes. I think this meeting right here has said it all. Between what Katie has said and what Drew has said about the need to become well-versed in the profession of partnering says it all. Katie, I'll give it back to you again.
So these are a few quotes from our ISVs that have been onboarded into the Premier Partner Program. And I think the key takeaway here is really that the implementation of the ASAP program makes them feel like they have expectations that are well set. They have KPIs that they know we are committed to helping them reach, and they're seeing incredible outcomes as a result. This is all part of what our partners love about working with us and what we've learned about how to effectively structure a program because of the foundation that ASAP provided us with. So really the next steps for our ISVs are a few things. The real call to action here is that we encourage you to get an individual membership and get certified. If you're part of a larger partner organization, we encourage you to get a corporate membership for any one of your strategic orgs, alliance orgs, partner product, partner marketing. There's value that is immeasurable for all of these orgs at RingCentral. So we really do encourage you to look into getting a corporate membership. If you're interested in this, we have Mike's contact info right here. He is providing a special discount through the 30th of November. for any of those interested. For our current Premier partners, if you do get certified and become a member, we will be offering expanded go-to-market programs for you. And for those of you who are authorized partners, certification will allow you to be prioritized for the Premier Partner Program over other ISVs when you do get to the point where you're applying for Premier status. So those are just a few of the offerings and benefits. Please feel free to reach out to Mike or myself or Drew if you do have any further questions regarding our relationship with ASAP, and we appreciate you attending today.